go.
Hi everybody, John Semankiewicz with Matheson & Associates here, and I want to talk to you today about a question that came up actually just earlier today on a call I had with a client, and lots of people can get confused about this. And the issue is, how am I taxed, right? So I got a call from a client that said, and that person said, I'm an LLC right now, and my accountant said I should convert to an S-Corp so I can get better tax treatment. How do I do that? And I said, okay, well, time out. What are you talking about there? Because we don't want to necessarily convert your legal entity from a legal LLC to a legal S-Corp. There's a bunch of pieces that come with that, and you have to redo your operating agreement to change it to bylaws. We've got to do a whole bunch of other stuff, and there's some legal limitations on who can own an S-Corp, all that sort of stuff. But if you're just talking about for tax purposes, there's what's called an S-Corp election. That's where you stay an LLC, you don't convert anything, but you say, hey, I'm an LLC, IRS, I want to be taxed like an S-Corp. So you fill out a form, you check a box, and now you can be an LLC but taxed like an S-Corp, so you get the benefits of an S-Corp tax scheme while still maintaining the flexibility of an LLC. And I'll give you an example. So the law firm I'm at, we're organized as an LLC, actually a professional, a PLLC, but it's still an LLC. But we're taxed like an S-Corp. And what that means is that I get paid as an attorney like an employee, and then if there's some profits or something at the end of the year that I get a piece of because I'm an owner, then those distributions at the end of the year or whenever, those are taxed at a lower rate. I don't have to pay self-employment tax on all that salary, the rest of my income. So I avoid self-employment tax, and my distributions, my profits, are taxed at a lower rate because I make this salary. If I'm an LLC taxed like a partnership, which is the default setting for LLCs, then everything I take out is treated as profit distribution. All the money I receive is treated as profits, and I'm subject to self-employment tax. So I pay a little bit more tax, but I have more flexibility. If I'm taxed like an S-Corp, I have to pay myself a salary, but I pay less in taxes. But that is just a form and a designation with the IRS. I don't have to change my LLC to get that tax benefit. So when you talk to your CPA or they say, have you considered converting to an S-Corp, we're not talking about a legal change. You're not going to go from, John's Company LLC to John's Company Inc. We're not making that change. It's still going to be an LLC, but for tax purposes, we're going to elect to be taxed like an S-Corp with the IRS and with the State Department of Revenue. Good news is you don't have to keep that choice forever. You do have, once you make that election, I think you have to stay there for a couple of years, but if a couple of years goes by and you decide you want to go back to being a partnership, that's okay. So it's not locked in forever. But that's the distinction we're talking about. Don't change your legal entity just because you want those tax benefits. Call us if you've got any questions. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.